This is a review of patterns from hours 1 through 19. Please repeat. Did he tell you to come so that you could have dinner with him? How come they have difficulty doing that? Is the reason she keeps crying because he doesn't love her anymore? Will some of them decide to leave in order to help their friend? What is the reason why they continue to keep practicing? What did they tell you to come here for? Why is it that they're thinking of taking it away? Did some of them leave so they could get home early? How come they're going to be leaving at 8:30? Why is it that some of them became sick? What will he be going for? They will probably go, since most of them know her well. He wasn't able to finish doing it, so he'll be coming back tomorrow. The reason he said he didn't want to go was because he felt upset. Why is it that he stopped you from doing that? All he does is sit there, so she got really mad. What was the reason he would rather do it on the 3rd of June? They needed to get it, so they asked her to give them more money. How come all of them got to go there? He had the chance to see it, so he felt satisfied. Why was it that he ended up saying that? What is the reason why he came back to see her? How come it took 2 hours to get there? What did she use to talk to him for? She was used to speaking English, so she was able to talk to all of them. They got her mad, so she decided not to come back. Why is it that they've got to do that? He said he wasn't able to do it, so they're going to get his friend to do it. How come it's been 2 hours since they last worked? What did they tell her not to bring it for? Did she contact him in order to talk about it? Did she give him that in order that he could bring it home? Who decided to stay so you could leave at 5:45? How come he didn't tell all of them what he'd like to get there? Why is it that they had trouble convincing him? What is she supposed to be meeting some of them for? How come she wasn't ready to send it to them? Since most of them knew how to do it, he told them that they could go home early. He got them to do it in order to finish early. What is the reason she won't tell them why she went there? It sounded good, so they all decided to begin doing it. He lost a lot of weight, so he had to buy new clothes. What is the reason why they told you not to bring a dessert? Almost all of them took the test in order to get that job. Did you bring it in order to give it to her? How come he didn't have the opportunity to make one of those? I saw him doing it, so I don't believe her. They plan on bringing it back so that they can get their money back. What is the reason she quit smoking? Did he ask her to take it so he didn't have to carry it there? How come it sounded wrong? What did he ask her where she happened to get that for? It's been 1 year since he met her, so he felt like going to see her so they could talk. They wound up buying it in order that they could give it to him on his birthday. What did she get nervous for? How come he had her do it? Why is it that he got some of them to take it away? What did he let her go out with him for? He happened to like it, so he'd like to buy a few of them. The reason she continued crying was that she felt really upset. She sounded better, so her mother let her go to school today. Why is it that they felt like she was lying? He felt better, so he decided to go back to work. There wasn't anything they could do, so they all wanted to go home. Why is it that they needed to send it today? It took an hour to get there, so they were late. Should he leave now, so he gets there on time? They ought to tell him to come, so he doesn't get disappointed. How come it's been 3 days since she went to school? The last time he met her was 1 year ago, so he decided to call her to talk. How come she didn't have the opportunity to get together with him? What's he thinking of getting that for? It was time to leave, so he began getting all of his books. Since that is the same as this, I'm not going to buy another one. He couldn't get her to do it, so he decided to try to get her to do it tomorrow. They didn't have enough money to buy it, so they weren't able to buy it. It will be 2 days before she gets here, so we'll have to wait. What did he sound so discouraged for? How come they didn't manage to get a hold of him? How come this is different than that one? What did he tell her not to bring it for? He was done working, so he'll be leaving at 10 to 4. How come they wound up coming at 2:30? Did you tell her where she could find it, so you didn't have to go? It smelled bad, so she told him she wasn't going to buy it. He tried to explain it because some of them weren't able to understand. How come it became so expensive? They asked her why she did it, so she got mad. Why is it that it took so long to get there? They used to like going there since all of their friends were there. How come they've been complaining? He goes to exercise there twice a week, so they know him well. She's going to be selling it all, so she'll be making a lot of money. Why is it that they all better go now? What is the reason why she said you shouldn't talk to her? Will he be taking it so they don't have to take it in their car? They had a hard time working there, so they decided to get another job. How come he's thinking about meeting all of them tonight? It will be 2 hours before he gets here, so why don't we rest a bit? What do they look forward to going there for? Why is it that they had a difficult time understanding it? The reason she stopped working is because she felt sick. The last time he came, he didn't work, so they told him not to come back to work there. He kept trying to put it together so that they won't have to do it. She sounded disappointed, so I told her not to worry about it. Why is it that they were about to leave? How come they prefer to go at 6:45? Did he tell you when he was going to be there so that you could meet him? He kept her from meeting her because he felt jealous. It sounded like they didn't feel like going, so he told them to stay there. He managed to find out because he heard them talking about it. They were in the middle of talking, so I decided not to talk. Why is it that some of them aren't set to leave? I couldn't help telling her, since she already knew some of it. What did she start screaming for? There's no point coming because they're done discussing it. They may as well take it all, since all of the customers are gone. What did she tell you to call for? I felt like he didn't trust me, so I stopped meeting him. The reason she may go to meet him is that he said he felt lonely. What is the reason why he told her she better not do it? He's been working alone, so I decided to go to help him. He may as well get a new car, since he was in a bad accident. What was she thinking of getting that for? Thank you.